So fans of Blue Ruin and Green Room and Jeremy Saulnier's other two films are joyous because it was announced this week that Jeremy would be making his fifth feature film, backed by the Netflix Films people once again. So that means a budget that might resemble his last feature film. So what are your thoughts about this project and the attached talent?
So Rebel Ridge, we know it's going to have John Boyega coming out of the Star Wars franchise. Don Johnson continuing to choose really interesting projects. He's worked with Craig Zoller and obviously Ryan Johnson on Knives Out, and it's exciting. I mean, I'm a fan of Blue Ruin and Green Room. Hold the Dark didn't do much for me, but he's a director who likes to craft mood, likes to play with genre in really fascinating ways, and it's always exciting to see what he'll do next. So I'm excited. I'm very curious to see what this turns out to be.
Yeah, he's definitely a filmmaker that's really into the atmospherics of a film, and delivers perhaps some of the more tense moments in recent American indie cinema. This one explores systematic American injustices. That's how it's being pitched, and it's got dark humor, which is always, I think, one of his better calling cards. So do you think he'll return to a pattern that's familiar as we had seen in Blue Ruin? Do you think a bigger budget might push him to more?
Well, I mean, we'll see what the budget is. I mean, listen, he's a filmmaker who's always sort of woven sort of social issues into his films. He likes to craft a particular mood and work within that. So I think I'm expecting the same, but obviously a bit different, because he seems to keep evolving with each picture as well. I think it'll be familiar to his fans, but something more, I hope.
So he's backed. The producers for this film are, I call it the Kelly Reichardt film business guys. They've been with Saulnier for this past four features, with the exception of
Film Science.
With Anish Samjani, Neil Kopp, and Vincent Savino. For those who are not familiar with this production house, they're West Coast based and very selective in terms of who they work with. And I think if you look at their filmography to date, it's really is just Reichardt, then Saulnier, and then Reichardt, then Saulnier. Curious cooperation or creative association between that production house and Saulnier. Have you seen Murder Party, his 2007 film?
That is actually the only film of his I haven't seen.
So that's the film that really made a mark for him. It played in a lot of genre film festivals. And from there he segued into more, he did a lot of DP work. Notably Michael Tully's films, and I think his last film was a misfire, and I'm curious to see how he'll play with a larger budget. So yeah, we're looking forward to Jeremy's fifth feature. Hey, this is Eric from IndieSponge. Check us out every Friday.